Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. The Arizona Wildcats land one of the more intriguing and exciting quarterback prospects in this 2024 cycle in four-star quarterback Damon Williams. You talk about pedigree. This is a kid that beat Dylan Raiola in the state championships as a junior, completes 68% of his balls for over 2,500 yards. Also extremely dynamic with his legs, rushing for over 700 yards. And where this Arizona program, if you guys have been listening, when we talked about Elijah rushing, where we talked about Justin Flo coming in the transfer portal, there might not be a person higher on this Arizona Wildcats program and where it's going than I have been. I think they're going to make a bowl game in 2023. I think they're going to turn some heads in 2023. And what Jedd Fisch is doing is kind of flipping the perception of this Arizona team. For years, they were kind of considered the doormat of that Pac-12. You commit to Arizona, you go play at Arizona, you're not winning many football games. He's slowly turning this program into a winning program where high school talent wants to go play. And you're seeing that on full display with guys like Damon Williams, guys like five-star edge rusher Elijah Rushing, deciding to stay home and commit to Arizona. Now, before we get into Damon Williams, bust into the film, just want to say thank you to you guys. It's been a blast covering the recruiting trail. And the Arizona Wildcats have been a fun team to talk about, whether it's in the transfer portal, whether it's on the trail. You guys have been awesome with all the support. Over 7,000 subscribers on the channel. Can't thank you guys enough for rocking with the boys like you guys have. So if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate y'all. And let's get into Damon Williams. And I kind of want to just go right to the film and talk about a guy that extremely dynamic with his feet, but he's a guy that wants to push the ball down the field. You see so many athletic quarterbacks just want to go be the best athlete on the field, and that works at the high school level. But when you're transitioning to the college level, you need to be able to manage a pocket, stay in the pocket, and keep your eyes downfield. And that's something I love so much about Damon Williams. All right, you watch his first rep, plenty of time. A lot of quarterbacks would take their eyes off downfield and try to run the football, right? He goes 50-yard dot, and he's an extremely accurate passer when pushing the ball downfield and also in this intermediate game. You see this running a back shoulder. There's only one spot that ball can be, and he hits it right where it needs to be. Extremely accurate. Again, going back to that 68% completion percentage, work the middle of the field at a high level. Now, don't get it twisted. Damon Williams is also a phenomenal athlete when it comes to running the football as well, making multiple people miss. Kind of like Kyler Murray-esque in the open field, extremely slippery, extremely hard to tackle, really good top-end speed when it comes to breaking out long runs. The two words I go with to describe Damon Williams is dynamic and a playmaker. Like, this dude is extremely fun to watch, pushing the ball down the field, whether he's running the football. A very fun guy that I think Arizona is going to have a very, very easy time building an offense around. And again, you go back to that rep right here. A lot of quarterbacks would take their eyes off downfield and go try to run it. Damon Williams pushes it downfield, throws an absolute dot to the back of the end zone, gets it done. Very, very fun player to watch on the film. And again, when it's time to create, go be a playmaker, play some backyard football, Damon Williams certainly can do that too. Got a little lucky there. We'll take it, though. Hey, when you create like that, you're going to get lucky sometimes. Now, I want to go after we see, again, like the ball placement with Damon Williams is always right there. Like, that's a really tight throwing window to make happen, and he puts it with a lot of zip right where it needs to be. Now, this is where it's exciting, right? You take a look at this Arizona class, and how do you turn a program around? First, it starts with changing that culture. Jedd Fisch has done that. The second thing you got to do is you got to be able to recruit high school talent. And you're seeing Jedd Fisch do that too, right? Landing five-star edge rusher Elijah Rushing, going up against teams like Oregon and Tennessee. And then you take a look at Damon Williams. Pretty much every Power 5 team in the country wanted a kid like Damon Williams. I know Ole Miss, he was formerly committed to Ole Miss. And then Oklahoma came in late. There were a lot of programs that were interested in Damon Williams. And Arizona gets him to stay home. Even a guy like Jordan Washington, going up to the state of California, landing a top 15 running back in this 2024 cycle. You're starting to see Jedd Fisch. There's a couple steps to changing a program, right? One, just having that winning culture, changing the culture. We're no longer the doormat of the Pac-12. Jedd Fisch has done that, won 5 games last year. I think they'll win 6+ games this year. The second part is you got to start recruiting better. And that normally comes after you start winning some football games. And you're starting to see that right before your eyes with Arizona building a special class in 2024. And I'll say this, Arizona is an attractive place to go play football. You have USC and UCLA leaving the Pac-12, probably going to go be recruiting a little bit more nationally as they're members of the Big Ten now. Arizona has the opportunity, whether they're in the Pac-12 or the Big 12, they're going to have more of an opportunity to recruit the state of California. And just once you start winning those games, like your recruiting pitch becomes a lot better. So if you're an Arizona fan, you have to be extremely excited about where the direction of this program is going. And again, Damon Williams, I just think signifies and kind of shows where this Arizona program is at and again, where they're going in the future. Appreciate you guys rocking with the boys like you do. Again, if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel and we'll talk to y'all later.